Hello everyone, I'm Chase, a Rocky Mountain ATV MC, and this is our 2020 Dual Sport Adventure Warm Weather Glove Buyer's Guide. Three-season warm weather riding, that's what all the gloves on the table are intended for that we're going to talk about today. If you're shopping for a Dual Sport Adventure warm weather glove, this will give you a good starting point. Now, if you watched our 2019 warm weather glove guide, you're probably thinking these all look familiar, and that's because for 2019, we really didn't see anything new in this category come out, so we're sticking to our guns. We're going to carry over from 2019 into 2020 the same glove lineup, but if this is your first time watching, welcome. And today we're going to give you a good starting point, help steer you in the right direction. So I'm going to go through, briefly cover the key features and highlights of each one of the gloves on the table. We'll start on the low end of the price scale, kind of work our way up. But remember, when you find a glove or two that you like, watch the detailed product spotlight where we'll talk about them in full detail. So without further ado, let's kick it off with glove number one. So the first one that we have up here, this is the Battleborn Air from A.R.C. Hands down, this is one of the best values of any warm weather glove that is on the market. We actually designed this right here at Rocky Mountain. Price point, 30 bucks. Bang for your buck here. Now keep in mind with sizing, all these gloves are going to fit true to size, but they are an apparel item, which means they have a fit guarantee. If you buy a glove, if you're not happy with the size or fit, send it back in brand new unused condition. We'll give you free shipping both ways on your first exchange. So with the Battleborn Air, for about 30 bucks, this is what you're getting. Full goatskin leather construction, has a really good feel on the controls. You could even use this as an off-road glove if you did want to. And what I like about this is you've got mesh on the back of the hand here. You've got this lycra material between the fingers that gets good airflow. D3O molecular armor over top the knuckles, so good protection. But this will still flow air, but it does block enough that it will get you into some of those cooler temperatures. We use this a lot on our adventure rides, and it does really well. You couple this with a heated grip, it's going to get you even farther into some of those cooler temps. And lastly, you'll notice that on the index finger, you are touchscreen compatible, so your GPS, your smartphone is going to work with those. So like I said, bang for your buck, the Battleborn Air, one of the best values out there. Keep in mind from here, there is also the Battleborn Wind Block, which just like the name says, it's still going to be a nice lightweight glove, but it will block just a little bit more wind, get you a little bit farther into those cooler temps. Moving on from there, we now have the ATV One Air from Moose Racing. Price point goes up to about $50. Now looking at it, you're right off the bat, you're going to notice a couple differences. First off is with the cuff, it's going to come a little bit farther up the wrist. And what I like about this glove, you can see, you get a good tight seal around the wrist once you have this thing really cinched down. But looking at the back of the hand here, you can see you've got mostly mesh construction. So you got mesh on the back of the hand all the way down the fingers, just like with the Battleborn Air. You've got D3O molecular armor underneath the knuckles with this TPR over top of that. You're going to get a little bit more padding over top the fingers, the first 3 digits, than with the Battleborn Air because you've got that D3O armor on these as well. Now looking at the palm, it's not going to be full leather palm. You do have this Clarino material here, but you do have this leather overlay here in the heel of the hand, and that's going to work its way up around the pinky. And then you're going to notice here on the outside of the thumb as well, again, a little bit of that D3O armor, and then you are going to have, again, mesh right there on the back of the thumb as well. So, again, that's the ADV One Air from Moose Racing. Now, as we move on from the first two gloves, we now have the Clime Dakar Pro. Everyone out there knows Clime, known for making super high quality gear. And with the Dakar Pro, here's what I like about this. As I put this on, you'll notice full goatskin leather construction on the palm as well as on the back of the hand. You've got Poron XRD padding over top the knuckles and all 4 digits. You've also got that Poron here on the thumb. You also now, you're going to see that you didn't see in the first two gloves, you have this palm pad right here. That's going to be that Poron XRD padding as well. Now with the Dakar Pro, you're going to notice you're not going to have any mesh, but what you do have is you have perforation in that leather. So compared to the other gloves that we have shown you and the other ones that I'm going to show you, this will probably have the least amount of airflow. Still built for 3-season warm, cooler temperatures because it's not going to be waterproof, but for riders that maybe want a glove that could carry them or block the most amount of wind of all the gloves up here, this is the glove that I would steer you towards just because, again, you're not getting mesh and you just have a little bit of perforation in that leather. But some other features I do like about it, you're going to notice you got the squeegee on the left index finger. Also, you have multi-touch. What's nice about the multi-touch is both the index and the thumb work on your smart screen. That way you can actually pinch to zoom in and out. When it comes to GPS, when you're using your phone, that actually, in my opinion, really does come in handy. So again, that's the Dakar Pro coming from Clime. Now moving on from the Dakar Pro, next up is we have the Sand 3 from Revit. So the Sand 3, you bump up in price, now you're about 110 bucks. But what I like about the Sand 3 is compared to all the other gloves that we've shown you today, probably going to get the most protection with this. You're similar in construction for the leather, your goatskin leather construction, you've got reinforcement in the palm here, but a little bit different from the Dakar Pro. When you look at the back of the hand, again, now you're getting mesh construction, so it's going to flow a little bit more air. I like the protection scheme that they use on the Sand 3. You've got TPR over top the knuckles as well as the fingers. What I like about this TPR over top the knuckles is it's got good flexibility, so it's not binding, and it will still allow airflow to get through there. If you look at the palm, like I said, you've got that goatskin leather, but here's where I think you're getting that upgrade in protection. When you look at the thumb, you've got TPR slider here with some padding underneath that. If you look at the palm, you can see you've got padding here, but TPR over the top, so it's going to slide a little bit better than the Dakar Pro we just showed you. And also, if you look at the pinky, you've got this leather reinforcement going from the heel all the way up the pinky, and you've got these little sliders on the outside as well. And lastly, you'll notice you even have a little bit of padding right here on the cuff, on the outside of the wrist. So again, you're bumping up a little bit, in my opinion, the protection scheme with the Sand 3. All right, so last but not least, we have the Clime Badlands Aero Pro. So the Aero Pro, this is going to be the premium option from Clime as far as their warm weather gloves are concerned. Price point, you're going to be right around 150 bucks. And here's what I love about this glove. So first off, it's with the leather that they're using here. So they're using a goatskin rodeo leather. This is a very premium leather. It has a very soft feel to it. Of all the gloves that are on the table today, by far, this is the leather that I like the most just because of how comfortable it feels. Really good feel in the hand. It's got more of a rider fit to it, so this glove's going to be happiest in that riding position when you're gripping the bike. You're going to notice, though, good protection. So you look at the back of the knuckles here, they actually have multi-density carbon fiber plate over top the knuckles, and they have this ceramic coating over the top. So you're getting great impact protection, but also very good sliding protection there as well. And then you can see you've got some TPR over top the knuckles here. You're going to squeegee on the left finger, which I like, and then you can see a little bit of protection on the thumb. Looking at the palm, you can see you actually have Poron XRD padding here with that ceramic overlay over the top, and then you do have a little bit of extra padding here in the palm area. Now with the Badlands Aero Pro, here's what I like about as far as the venting is concerned. They have what they call their big bore construction. When you look at the back of the hand, the fingers, you look at the palm, you notice just how big these holes that are cut into this leather are. So this is going to get a lot of airflow coming through. Now some riders might look at that and think that's going to weaken the leather, but remember this is that goatskin rodeo leather, so it's got great durability, not something you need to worry about. But if you are looking for a premium glove that in my opinion is going to flow the most amount of air, it's going to be with the Badlands Aero Pro. All right, so there they are. Those are our top picks when it comes to warm weather dual sport adventure gloves for 2020. What do you think? Did we get it right? Is there a glove that maybe we didn't have up here that you have? Well, let us know what glove that is, what you like about it. That's going to help other riders out. And remember, if you saw a couple gloves that you like, watch the product spotlights where we talk about these in full detail. And remember, we have our fit guarantee. So there's no stress when you buy these because you can exchange them with free shipping as long as they're in brand new unused condition for a different size, just to make sure you get the size and the fit that you are looking for. To pick yours up, click on the link or head over to RockyMountainATVMC.com. Remember, orders over $75 ship free. If you guys like this buyer's guide, we have it for all the major categories for dual sport adventure riding when it comes to boots, jackets, pants, gloves, helmets, all those categories, so give those a watch. I'm Chase of Rocky Mountain. We'll see you on the trails.